So, hi, future me. This is me now. April, May, May 5th, May 5th of 2026. Um, and I, from the beginning of, I believe, 2025, I think it was, um, somewhere around there, actually, no, let's go back to 2024. 2024, I found out, and it clicked. I just found out that I could express my feelings and express myself on a piece of paper with my pen, with my pencil, whatever it is, and just write. Write what I'm feeling out, write what's on my mind, my heart, and everything. And I looked at, you know, a lot of my favorite artists are like, I would call them like poets, like, you know, and, yeah, and they're really good at writing. And I just loved it so much. I just loved how someone can just create this world, this image through a writing, and it's just me. And it just like I just loved it so much. I'm like, wow, like I just love that so much. And I struggle, that I do still kind of struggle, but I've gotten better at expressing myself through my words, through using my voice and everything. And so I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm just gonna write. I'm just gonna write what I'm feeling down, and I'm just gonna write about these parts of my life in the past and the present, and things that I love, and my transitions in my life, and just me and my heart and mind. And so I would do that. I just began writing around 2024 outside. I just felt very called to just write, and I felt very inspired to write outside and nature and everything. And I just loved. It's just after the first couple or few times of doing it, I just felt so, like I was tapping into parts of me that I've never tapped into, or I just was not looking at, and I was just that have been just buried, and things that my body wanted to release through words and through paper. And um it inspired me so much, and I'm like, wow, like I love this. I The more I did it, the more I loved it, and the easier it got. And in the beginning, I was like, maybe this feels like a little like cringe or whatever, or like I would look at the words, I'm like, I'm trying to be mysterious, and like, you know what I mean. But at times I would be like mysterious about it. But at times I'll just be straightforward on the paper. I'll just be like, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Like, I'm just writing this and that. Like, this is how I'm feeling about this. And then, yeah, whatever I felt, I just put it there. And the more I did it, the more or less, like, more I was like, okay, well, this is actually, like, not cringe. This is not cringe. This is freedom. And so, like, this is, like, I feel free doing this. I feel like I feel free, and I'm listening to parts of myself that I never give myself the space to listen to and time to listen. And I was just like fascinated at writing it, and like how I can write however I want and say whatever I want on paper. And so, yeah, I did that. I started that in 2024, and then I started going into like um making beats. Like I would just like or like making like instrumentals, or just putting sounds together, and just building sounds. Because I really want to get good at producing producing music, and producing my own music, and just creating, and just I don't really want to say like lyrics and stuff like that. Like, okay, lyrics, yes, but like, I really just want it to be like a words and sound, which is music, but just putting words and sounds together to make a song feels better than, describing it any other way. It makes it feel less serious and less, structured and less, makes it sound more fun and more playful, and that helps me. That helps me, and I just I like I love music so much. I love music so much, and I just feel like music is the way that I am meant to express myself in, and I just feel that so deeply. I feel it so deeply. I don't know. I think that whenever I put my pen to paper, that one day, I think it opened many doors. I think it started opening doors and within me and unlocking parts of me, and it was like a key, and I just it just my soul felt so satisfied, and I was creating more, maybe more than ever, with the times that I've written and looking back at all that I've written, and um I just love music so much, and music has always been a big part of, I feel like, my childhood, and I just feel like, yeah, like, music has just been something so you know amazing to me, and it just grows. It really does. But yeah, as of 2025, October 2025, I left and I dropped my classes in college because I felt like I started to lose myself more and more. I already felt lost. Like, I didn't really know myself, and I just was doing whatever everyone wanted me to do for myself and my future. And they wanted me to do this and go to college and get this degree and everything for my future, because it's something that, obviously I know it comes out of a good place because they're my family and people that care for me. But um I just felt like ever since, like, from like 18 to 20 or 19, yeah, like 20, the end of high school to like the beginning of college, it just felt like I was like just living for, and even before I graduated high school as well, like I just felt like I was just living for everyone, everything. I just felt so lost. Like, I didn't I've ever since I was little, I've always felt like a people pleaser, and I've always been. I mean, like, well, I don't say ever since I was little, and up until some point, I just felt like a people pleaser, or for as long as I can remember. Actually, I felt like a people pleaser, and I was, and I still kind of struggle with it, and it's so deep. The people pleasing is so deep that I literally, like, I will do it. I will please people and bury myself and not even notice it in the situation. And I'll look back and I'm like, what the hell? Like, why did I say yes? Why did I say yes to this, yes to this, yes to doing this, yes to being in this place, yes to doing this and experiencing this or whatever? Like, I don't know. Yeah. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I'm burying myself. It feels like I'm letting myself die from the inside. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like, and it's so, it really, that feeling of just being completely, like, dead of yourself, feeling dead of yourself from within, and just being pulled, letting yourself be pulled and go in these waves and rivers of other people and of in their lives, and just be driven down somebody else's road, and purpose is, I'm a bystander. This is not mine. I am holding on to something that that my body and soul hold no resonance with, and it really was hurting me, and it hurts, and it hurts my soul, and just my spirit and my self-esteem and everything. And it just, I really had to step away from everything. I've been attached to family so immensely, maybe all my, like, probably all my life, because I've needed this um this security. And I just, whenever I hold on to something, I hold on to it very tightly, and I don't want to let go, because then I'm like, with that comes in change, and change has always, as for a while, has been something that I've just been struggled with a lot. And I, right now in my life, don't feel like I'm supposed to be where I'm supposed to be. I really don't feel like I'm supposed to be where I'm at right now in my life. I feel like I should be somewhere else, somewhere where I feel more resonant with. And I feel like where I'm at right now in my life, physically, physically, I feel like I'm out of place. Like, this is like, it feels like I'm sitting on top of this shedded skin, this old place that doesn't resonate with me anymore, that it siphons me. And yeah. And so, going back to whenever I left college, I left it because I just felt like I was so attached to everyone, and what everybody wanted me to do, what all my family wanted me to do, and everything for my future. And I understand it came from a place that they care for me, and everything, and I appreciate that so much. But it's just I'm losing myself. I feel like I'm dying, like, from like the inside, and I'm just like, I'm taking on this person that I'm not, in this life that's not meant to have. Like, you know, I just felt like in my life, at some point, or when it comes to school or something, I just felt like I needed to, I don't know, I just feel like I need to do things different. Like, I just feel like I would just always look at life and just be like, in like, the realer I got, the older I got, even like after high school, I'm like, is this what life's about? Like, after high school, I just go over to college, I get my degree, and I work in my career, and then I worked in that career for years, and maybe even years, and I don't know, and then I don't want to do that, and then I work for another career, and it's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not, like, I can't do it. I can't, because I don't want to, and I know I'm not meant to. And so I left college. I dropped my classes, and they were like, and that was so hard and emotional for me, to, when I say no to something, or no to a person, or someone asks me to, if I want to do this, or if I want to do that, and the reality, or the thought of me saying no, and rejecting that request, or rejecting that, you know, not that I'm being forced to, because I'm not, but I just, ever since I was little, at a certain point, I just felt like I couldn't detach from people, because if I detached from people, I felt so isolated and alone. And I did not like that feeling from a young age until now. And I just, I, not too long ago, even like I think yesterday, I got asked a question if I want to do this, or get in touch with this person, or whatever and such. And I was just like, I felt like frozen. I felt like I couldn't speak. Like, I just felt frozen, like I couldn't speak. I couldn't use my voice. I'm like trying to clear my throat, because I'm like, okay, like, you need to use your voice. You need to use your voice. You need to get up. You need to, if you feel it in you to say no, just say no. Like, it's not that deep. And so I'm like getting kind of emotional saying this, but because it's something that I struggled with for a long time since I was little. And so actually learning to use my voice and say something is has always been hard because I don't ever I never I've always seen what being the bad guy can be like, and the bad guy, aka like the black sheep, and I've always seen or I've learned what that looks like and what it means and what the outcome is. And it's a lot of people, you not resonating with people anymore, and those people not being in your life anymore. And it means more isolation. So it means more isolation, and it's scary. It's scary. So I yeah, it's really scary to me. Or I'm letting go of that fear. So it's a not easy thing, and I've always, ever since I was younger, um, I've been. I feel like something that's scary to me, and that I, I guess thinking about it right now again, worries me, but at the same time it's like, it's whatever. Like I don't care. Like I know who I am. I know my heart and my soul and my spirit, and I know that all of me is not fake. And I'm trying to be real as I can. Um, but I feel like I've put up this image to my family and people that I love and people that I know for a while, that, you know, to the point where, like, if whenever people really see me for who I am, and it's not in a bad way, and that's not, and I let down the masks and all of it down, and my walls down and everything, and I just don't people please anymore, which I'm getting better at. Um, uh, I will. I feel like there's gonna be so much disappointment um, towards me and people, and I'll be so isolated. But at the same time, I know I'm gonna find my people. But it's that change. It's that knowing that, like, okay, wow, like I'm in a point in my life right now where, I'm 21 now. I turned 21 May 1st, but right now that, like, I need to just follow my dreams. Like, it's now. It's now more than ever that I need to follow my dreams, because no one's going to save me, and we're living in a world right now, in a time right now where it's like, just follow your dreams. We're living in a part in a world right now where it's like, at this point, like, just follow we need to just follow our dreams. We can't just stick to the cycle that our family has been in, of giving into the government and all these things, and and just sticking to the government and these ways of just giving money to these colleges and universities for years and years and years, and then give money for them to just use it in ways that shouldn't be used. That's a whole different conversation anyway. But yeah, so right now I've since October I let go of college. That was a big decision for me. I literally, like, I broke down whenever I was sharing, and I was like, I just don't feel like this is resonating with me right now. I just can't, like, I feel like I'm losing myself. Like, if I like if I have to live my life like this, and I have to lose myself completely and be blind to myself and all these things, and then I don't want to, like, I like, what's the point in in being in this planet if I can't just, like, be who I know that I'm meant to be, and do what I'm meant to do, and be in the place where I'm meant to be, and meet the people that I'm meant to meet, like, and love the way I'm meant to love, and express myself, like, then like what's the point? Like I can't live like this. I can't anymore. So I just let that go, and then ever since, I've felt more, I've never felt this more, I've never ever felt this aligned in my life. Maybe since I was little or something, but I've never felt this close to myself than ever. Um, for a while, I would look at like saying like the universe as like, because with my Christian family, like for a while, or like it was always like whenever people would say the universe, we'd be like, oh, the universe. The universe isn't even God. The universe isn't like its own entity. Like the universe didn't create this. The universe didn't create that. Like why are people saying that? Like like that's demonic and stuff like that. But actually, like first of all, the universe was created by God, and the universe is God, and God is the universe. The universe and God are one, literally. So it's just like looking at it, I'm like, really wasn't that deep. But it's like, but God and the universe are God is deep, the universe is deep. Um, but yeah, I just feel like God, the universe, one, um, like my angels that God has given me, my guides and everything, like all these things. Like I've just been watching these videos of these people that have been sent into my life through the digital world and spiritually, and I've been making decisions that have felt so intuitive to me, I felt so intuitive, so aligned and authentic to who I am. And I've been learning about being intuitive and being aligned with myself and intuition. And I've never felt more aligned in my life, like right now, like making this video right now, and like everything. Like I've never felt more aligned ever. And with music, I've never felt more aligned with music. I feel like, and I receive so many messages. I feel like I receive so many like, you know, messages and everything through music. And, and I love music so much. Like, I love it so much. And I want to create it and I want to express it in my way. And I feel like to my future self from October, since the day that I kind of left college, and then until now, where I feel like the most aligned to me that I've ever felt. Um, I To my future me, you're gonna pull it off. You're going to pull it off. The future me that's watching this video right now, like you're already where you need to be, and you're already successful, and you're already traveling to these places in the world and expressing yourself and sharing who you are with people and making it into rooms that you never imagined yourself being in, but you have imagined yourself being in, but you just didn't feel worthy or called to be in, but you are. And I, this is to my future self today, from May 5th, 2026, to my future self, from the person that's already, in it physically. Because right now, the me right now, I feel like I feel like I'm in it, and I'm starting to be in it right now spiritually, and I can't see it in my physical world right now, but it's all coming. I feel it all coming true and like happening. So, um, yeah, like you got this. Like you literally, like you're already in it, and I am just, I'm so grateful to God that for my persistence and my strength. And I just, yeah. And there's certain things that I want to say to myself out loud, but I feel like if I say it out loud, it's revealing like a lot, but maybe too much that I'm not supposed to say out loud. But it feels like whenever I say something out loud, whenever you say something out loud to yourself that's positive and that's true and that you know is true and that is coming and that is here already and within, it's powerful. It's very powerful because the tongue is powerful. Like God said, the tongue is very powerful, and um, it is. It holds a lot, and so a lot of power. So thank you, God, for that. And I feel very called. It's like I've been given through like these 7 months from October till now, May. I felt I've been receiving so many visions of what I'm meant to create in it. I feel like things have felt so divinely orchestrated in my life, so divinely orchestrated, and I feel like something big is gonna happen, something big is coming, with myself and with God, and I am just trying to, I'm just letting I'm just letting God co create with me spiritually so that I can just put it out. And yeah, um, I, things are going to pop off. Like, things are going to pop off my life compared to the me in the future that's going to be watching this in the future. Time is literally an illusion. It really is. Control is an illusion and everything. So, Um, but yeah, I just feel like things are gonna really pop off. And in my life, I've always felt like an underdog. I've I've always felt like an underdog in my life. Like somebody could be like, "Oh, you're gonna finish that. You're gonna do that. You're gonna beat that. You're gonna do this. You're gonna get this. You're gonna, you know, yeah." And then whenever people doubt me, whether that's like, I don't care, like whether it's in like video games or whatever it is, I don't care, like in real life, I've always, been like the underdog. And, and just like I feel like I've always felt like I've been the underdog, and I felt like I've always been in certain things like misunderstood or like looked at as like I can't do something. And then whenever I do it, it's real quiet. It's real quiet. It's real quiet whenever I do end up doing the thing. And so, yeah, I feel like I'm a person that I'm meant to prove people wrong, and yeah, like prove people wrong. Um, I know when I get that, I try to be as humble as I can, and I'm a humble person. I believe and know that I am. Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, I was like, okay. Um, and I've always been as humble as I can be. But when I gotta show a person or show myself, I show myself. I show a person that, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, I know who I am. Like I know what I'm capable of. I know I'm very persistent. I'm humble. Maybe too humble. I feel like, God has been trying to tell me like maybe a little too humble to the point where it's like you're dimming yourself, and I feel called to stop dimming myself. I refuse to dim myself anymore, and I just want to be myself authentically, and whatever that looks like, and whatever that's going to look like ongoing and in the future, and um yeah. there's this project that I really want to work on when it comes to music, and I feel very called to just have fun with it and to just put all of me in it and just be authentic with it and just be real. And yeah, I feel like I've just through these months I've been given these visions of music, and I've been kind of afraid to just tap in and do things because I am worried of the outcome of things and how things can really change, and how things can really change. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, like this can be a thing that changes my life completely. And a part of me is worried of that and that huge drastic change in turn in my life, and of the people that are in my life and that have been in my life that are going to look at me and at this project as like, and look at me like, like it just, I part of me is worried of like people switching up on me by this change, and this other part of me that is truly me and that is just wants to create and just be myself, um and just switch up on me. And like that even includes like family, I feel like. And I feel like I don't have a family that is very, I feel like I don't have a family that doesn't encourage me and like doesn't try to dim my light. I feel like I don't. Um, but I feel like whenever I do pull it off, people and things will be revealed, and that's maybe one of the things that I'm worried about. But I am just being guided to not care about that, and that's not a part of me. That's not, that doesn't have anything to do with me. That just has to do with whoever, and doesn't have to do it. That has nothing to do with me. So I am this date trying to start this project off, this put these visions, crystallize them and just put them out there. But yeah, it feels like I've been given like, I don't know. There's just things in life that feel so orchestrated that are beyond you, and that are beyond you, and just feel like it's just all from God, and it's just God just giving you all this information and like these visions and stuff, and it just feels like a part of me is just like, am I gonna be able to pull this off? Am I gonna be able to just like where am I gonna like take this, like? But then it's just like, I've been learning so much, and I feel like I've gotten better, and I've gotten stronger with my faith when it comes to like, even like leaving school, like dropping my classes was like a big leap of faith in God, and like I had a lot of faith with that, and that it was the right decision, and I feel like it really was. I feel like it really was, even though I have family members that are like, that was like the biggest mistake you could have done was drop those classes and drop this and that. But it doesn't feel like that to me at all. It really doesn't, because I feel closer to myself than I've ever been, and I feel closer to God than I've ever been. Um, and most importantly, because like God has been carrying me for sure, and protecting me so much, entirely, and has had so much grace with me in my life. And so I just hope that whatever this is, that what this is, whenever I do put it out, I hope that I just need it to just find the people that it needs to find. I don't care who it is, and I just want to be myself, and I just want to create, And I feel so called to just, everyone's called to create. Everybody. We're all humans. God is the creator and He is the artist, and we are made in His image and made in their image, and we're called to create. So, literally, like, from me to me, create. I feel just called to just have fun, be myself, believe and trust in my intuition, and yeah, yeah. Into my future self, you already know what this thing is. It's already happened. I don't know what it's looking like physically already for you, but I know it's big, and you're not carrying it alone. You're not carrying it alone. You're not. Um, and yeah. Um, you're strong, you're persistent. You know who God has made you. You know how strong you are. You know how internally powerful you are through God, and um, you know what you're capable of. And I know that I need to stop dimming myself, and that's me confirming this today. Me making this video is confirming that and speaking it all out, and using that power of the tongue and speaking it all out powerfully and creatively and intuitively and authentically. And yeah, um, don't try to sound like anyone else. Be yourself. I'm gonna be myself. And yeah, I feel like this is the most aligned that I've ever felt in ever. And it makes me so happy. And I'm just so happy to see where I'm gonna go and where you're gonna go and all that. And yeah, say what you gotta say, be respectful, continue being strong, persistent. You know who you are, like literally, like somebody tries to play me, underplay me, underestimate me. You know what? One thing about underestimation, when somebody underestimates me, is that is like that. That feels like someone's giving me like it feels like God. It feels like you're giving me the power to be like, okay, really, okay. So you want to say I can't do this? You said we want to say I'm too not skilled or smart to not do this or to win. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna lock in actually, and I'm actually gonna prove to myself once again and be like, okay, I still got it. I still got it. Okay. I just want to make sure I still got it. I still got it. Yeah. Um. Yeah. But. Like whenever somebody, it's one thing about when somebody underestimates me, and I'm like, okay, well, let's put it into work. Let's see. And then boom. And then I'm like, oh shoot, like how'd I get here? And I'm just like, well, I accepted the challenge, but um, it's all meant to come easy. It's all meant to come easy. It's all meant to come easy. And I've been reading, and I'm almost done reading, but I've been reading this book, The Alchemist. And this book, gosh, oh my gosh, like Paolo, Paolo Coelho. I think that's how you say his name. You, this man is this was divinely orchestrated. Like this was like this came from like he was in the flow state making this. He was in the flow state making this book, like for real. He really was. This book is amazing. I'm almost done reading it. The Alchemist. I know why so many like big people on this earth that are known by many people are have read this book now. I'm like, wow. Like this is it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's really crazy and it's very inspirational and I love it so much. Um I cannot wait to like like finish it because this book has holds so much wisdom and it's so freaking amazing. It's so good. But how many minutes? 41 minutes. Wow. I'm very sensitive. I'm very sentimental. I really am. Like I'm always very drawn to like sentimental and emotional like instrumentals and songs and stuff. I'm just so sentimental. Like I really am. And I love I love that part of me, but then also that part of me I have to like step away from because I'm like, "Oh, okay. I can't be in this energy in this thing for too long cuz then I'm gonna feel like no. Like no, I can't. I can't. No, like I have to shake my ass. Like I have to, you know, I'm not gonna let all that, anything steal my joy. But yeah, I just I love it so much. I feel like this is gonna be so big. This thing. Um, and yes, a part of me, yes, a big part of me, yes, I'm nervous about it. But at the same time, it's like, well, it's a matter of time, and it's about, yeah. So everything is being to my future self and into me right now. Like everything is aligned. I am aligned. I am being told every day by God that I am aligned, that I am on the right path, that I am doing good, that I am, yeah, but we're setting things into motion and we're being ourselves. I'm being myself more and more, and is day day by day, step by step, getting there. And yeah, okay, I guess I should know this, but um, yeah, this book about following your dreams, literally, like it's basically what it's about is like literally following the compass, the true compass within you, and yeah, it's just it's so good. Anyway, um, yeah, the songs are just gonna be who I am, and I already like whenever, or I don't know who's gonna see this. I guess I'll put this like on YouTube. I guess I'll put this on YouTube. Just to put it on YouTube because you never know. Like just put it out there. If it meets that, that one person, whatever, and it resonates, yeah. But this is feels very private to just me. But at the same time, yeah. But Um, yeah, I just feel like I know his name right, but yeah. Okay, I think I'm good with this. I think I'm good with this. I think I'm gonna yeah let this go. 45 minutes. 40. What would be 46 minutes? Um, yeah. I think I'm good with this. I think this is yeah. This is good. I'm gonna let this here. I'm gonna let this end here. But yeah. Okay.